Hi everyone, my name is Barbara, and I'm here to talk about the GetBeamer alternatives that are out there. Everyone, I think, knows that GetBeamer is a great tool. It's a customer change communication and product release platform. This is a software that helps with you with change management and product updates and helps you really get those new features out to your customers. It's what I like about Beamer is it's a great tool. It's called Beamer or GetBeamer. It's a great tool, and the installation I found was really, really easy without any need for code. They have great built-in analytics to help you measure your engagement and your user clicks and your views and locations. What I also really like about Beamer is the ability to really target those specific groups with personalized messages. Now, one thing that I have found with Beamer is their segmentation could be a tad more advanced, and they don't really have a lot of integration. So I decided to look and see what else is out there that could compete with Beamer as a customer communication platform. So the top tool that I found was LaunchNotes. LaunchNotes is perfect for being able to work with your product team and get everybody onto the same page. It really does a great job at targeting updates and working with specific groups and getting direct feedback with your groups to be able to know what you need. It has a great analytics dashboard as well. The other thing that I really like is it seamlessly integrates with Jira, which helps a lot to really get our users and our development teams on the same page. And makes for that real time updates on how we're doing on our product. So LaunchNotes is a great tool. They also integrate with Confluence and Loom. We all love our Looms, of course. And once you publish, you can put it in a whole bunch of different places. So that's what I really like about LaunchNotes. The next one is SupaHub. SupaHub is also a great tool. It has a very simple user interface. It really makes it simple so you can see what people are needing. They also have a great ability to white label and customize the portal for what our company's labels are. They have a really good public feedback portal that helps our users share their suggestions and their ideas. And so they do a good job with that. They have languages all over the world, which some of these platforms I've noticed only have it in English. So this is a great one. They also have a great way of prioritizing their features to engage our users and really get them excited about what's going next. But SupaHub can be almost a little too basic. I find that it has really good functionality, but it can be a little basic. So the next one that I want to look into, or show you, I should say, is Frill. So Frill, if you're looking for something that wants to have your roadmap directly embedded into the information you're sending your users, then Frill is for you. First, setting up Frill is very, very easy. Their setup was super straightforward. And really, it's about that setting up of the roadmap. They have the ability to really make your customers understand when things, because the most important things that customers want to know is, yeah, we want the feature, but when is it going to go there? So you can adjust that roadmap as needed, make it visually, share it with your customers. And their widgets are super simple. It is a relatively new platform, so all of the integrations aren't there yet. They also do not have the ability for users to come on without creating an account. So some of your users may not like that they have to create an account when they go onto Frill, and that's something that could go there. So if you're looking for something that is got a great roadmap, Frill is it. If you're worried that your users won't go in and give you the feedback because they have to create an account, then that's something you might want to look at. The next one I want to talk about is Canny. Canny is a great tool as well. It has really a strong, robust ability to be able to gather your user feedback, also create roadmaps, not visually the same way that you could do with Frill, but still in a very effective way. But what's really nice about Canny is they're analyzing their feedback. They are very good with pulling together all of the feedback and analyzing it for you to have you not have to be able to do it. So that's something that they have. As I said, their feedback loops are great. They're customers. They really can segment down to those customers. There are a few things that are a little more difficult with Canny, which is that they're categories. So being able to sort through categories, you have to be able to select your category first, which makes it harder to be able to search your specific issues later on. And the other downside to Canny is that they don't have the ability as of yet to be able to white label your own branding. So that is the downsides to Canny. So feature base is our other one that I want to look at. So feature base is quite affordable and it's also very simple. What I like about feature base is it has their public feedback boards, and public feedback boards are great because you'll be able to have your users be able to vote on ideas. Their roadmaps are interactive, and that can be really, really good. So close that out. They have a handy app widgets as well that you can use. So the interface is simple, intuitive. And what I also liked about feature base is it connected with a bunch of other different tools that we already had. So that was a really good thing. Let me see, what else do I want to say about that? Voting on ideas, I mentioned that as well. So it's yeah, voting, being able to vote on what they think it would be great. I think that those are all good things that you could do it. And also, yes, I forgot, be able to organize customer feedback from your feedback boards, because you can get so much feedback on something that you're asking your customers, and the ability to be able to automatically sort it is huge. So I think that one's really good. But I do want to go back to LaunchNotes. LaunchNotes I thought was a great tool. That's the one that I picked for my top because I found that it really does a good job for keeping everybody in the loop during product releases and making sure that communication. So I put a few announcements in here, and I thought maybe we could look at those. So first of all, if we go to their simplicity of their design of their platform, I think it's a very simple, easy to understand. They have everything lined up here super nicely. We'll go into announcements. I have one in here that I have scheduled to release. I found it was very easy to put a photo in here, and I just copied and pasted this in from information we had from our communication team, our marketing team. They'd be able to automatically put in a category in there was super easy, unlike some of the other tools where you had to be able to put the category in first before you actually created your communication. So let's take a look at what I put up here. And I thought also the preview was very nice. So here's the photo that I put in there. This is an example of a medical software company, and they were announcing calendars into their app. And it came up, I thought it looked very nice and very simple. And this took me seconds to be able to create, because we know we have a lot of communications that we need to send out for our customers. The other thing that I wanted to call out here is on LaunchNotes, with their collecting their feedback and their ideas. So I had created a couple different categories in here. I had, different ideas that I'd put in. And I found that being able to collect the information and put them into their different ideas, or organizing it, I should say, into ideas, roadmap items and announcements was also very, very simple. This helps you with that targeted communication that I mentioned earlier, and really having that solid feedback loop around prioritization and being able to share your roadmap. So I think this is a great tool. I think if you're looking for something on your for something that can really keep everybody in the loop, I think LaunchNotes is a great idea. But do remember, as an alternative to Beamer, just to summarize, we talked about LaunchNotes. We have SupaHub, which is a very clean interface as well. They do a really good job of meaning simple. They're also the most cost effective, one of the most cost effective that I've looked at, and I did look at the different 5. Frill is also great too. Frill is really good for that product roadmap and that visualization of your product roadmap. Canny, as I mentioned earlier, is super good with that analyzing of all of the feedback we get, because we get a lot of feedback, so we need to be able to figure out how to get it all prioritized and sorted through. Feature base is great as well, where it's also affordable and simple, and you can put everything all in collecting all of your feedback in ways that you can really understand, and your change logs are super easy, and Yeah, it also, I found too, and I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, feature base is great with integration. And then we spoke about LaunchNotes, and that was the other one. Here's a preview of the announcement that we saw with LaunchNotes. So I hope that helps. And yeah, thank you.